Hello, everybody. My name is Justin, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about CRM, ERP, and SCM systems. We're going to analyze each one, talk about the advantages, the disadvantages of each, as well as any future use and barriers you may have with these softwares. My group is me, Justin, Ashk, Mukti, and Doug. So, leading right into it, there are three different types of CRM technology. There's operational, analytical, and collaborative. This will all help with Salesforce or automation, customer service and support. It ties into ERP systems. And if you integrate these systems properly, the software sends information to the CRM system. The CRM system sends information back to the software. There's synchronization, which will help you or any user run their business. There's many benefits, but there's also a lot of costs to using CRM software. And the most important thing here is if you use it right, and you'll see the benefits. So it helps you increase your revenue, reduces redundant costs in the future, improves your market focus, and improves target marketing, and helps you or the business understand the knowledge, increased knowledge of the industry. The costs include there's cost for this different software, cost of using your time to analyze it, cost on customers, cost on risk assessment, and psychological and mental pressure. So like I said before, the costs is a big disadvantage, but it will help you if you use it right. You know, the most important thing here though is don't just install the CRM software. Use it wisely. Analyze it. And this will help you with customer segmentation. It'll allow you to send different offers to different people that you can see use the software and use your products. There's many benefits to using CRM software. And it helps you do customer matching, it helps you with your loyalty programs as well as rewards. A few real life examples though, Starbucks, they use it. Save on Foods, Sephora's Beauty Insider, David's Tea Frequent Steeper program. Starbucks uses it where they send offers to each and every person individually based on your buying habits. Save on Foods will do the same thing. They'll know what to advertise to you for your offers. And now on to Mark T to talk about SCM.
Thanks, Justin. Now I'm going to represent my own part, that's the CSM, Supply Chain Management. So first I want to explain what is supply chain management. Supply chain management is the integrated oriented process, planning and control of the flow of goods, information, and money across the entire value and supply chain from the customer to the raw material supplier. So there are many objectives and advantages and disadvantages of supply chain management. So first I want to discuss about the objectives of supply chain management. So CSM ensures cross company process oriented planning and control of the entire value chain. Consumer force logistic to rethink, which is why high customer expectations and short product life cycles are taken into account. Furthermore, relationships with suppliers are considered in the supplier chain management must. So there are many functions that supply chain management plays. So the first function that the supply chain management is play is a customer relationship management. For the supply chain management, customer relationship is must. So everything is depends on the relationship between the customer and the management of supply chain. So the second objective is the flexibility and demand oriented production. So continuous cost reduction and the resource optimization across all stages of the value chain are proceed under the value chain supply chain. So these are the objectives. So furthermore, I want to discuss about the advantages of the supply chain management. So effectively, supply chain management in business makes it competitive advantages in its industries that reduce inherent risks, the risk that the business faces nowadays. The supply chain management helps to reduce the risk that the business faces when you are buying raw materials and selling products or services. There are many different benefits of supply chain management. The first benefit is the decreased cost effects. This is one of the main advantages of supply chain management, which covers helping in inventory system improvement, adjust the storage space for finished goods, which eliminate the damage or obsolete material, improves your system responsive to the actual customer requirements, helping to build up relationship with your distributions as well as the vendors. So the second advantage of supply chain management is the enhanced supply chain network. So it helps enhance your network in the market. So maintaining a sustainable supply chain management system is not an easy task. So nowadays we all know that maintaining or enhance the network in the market is not a bed of roses. So according to experts, collection of lean practice with agile is one of the best way to do. So these are the main advantages of the supply chain management. So further is the disadvantages of the supply chain management. So everything has a pros as well as cons. So the disadvantages also comes under the supply chain management. The very first disadvantage is improper implementation. The financial investment, time, human resources that takes supply chain management is comes under the disadvantage of the supply chain management. And the second is inadequate training. So the training is must in every field. So one of the most common mistakes that every company can make when implementing a new system is improper training. So to avoid this mistake, make sure detailed and planned training program for employees is required. So these are the disadvantages of supply chain management. So this all about my part, and next I will hand over the next part of ERP to the Akshay. Thanks.
Thank you, Mukti, for giving us a clear idea about the supply chain management. Now I will be talking about enterprise resource planning (ERP). So first, what is ERP? So by the abbreviation, it is clear that ERP is something which helps an enterprise in planning of resources. So the definition of ERP, it states that it is a system of integrated software applications that standardizes, streamlines, integrates business process across finance, human resources, procurement, distribution, and other departments. So ERP as a software offers many features. Some of them are integrating the financial data in one system, integration of order management that makes manufacturing, inventory, distribution easier, integration of end-to-end business process. Uh, it identifies the problems to give time to correct the situation. It splits the physical database to improve performance. It also reduces training cost and is more professional. So there are different types of ERPs. The Tier 1 ERP, it supports large companies and manages all industrial issues. The Tier 1 government ERP, it supports the large federal government agencies. Tier 2 supports the large enterprises which scattered globally and has large business units. Tier 2 government ERP supports the state and local government federal installations. Tier 3 supports the mid-tier companies and also handles the languages and currencies but with a single alphabet. Tier 4 is designed for the small enterprises and focuses only on accounting. So ERP has 5 major implementations. First is gaining approval, followed by planning the program, configuring software, then displaying the system, and lastly stabilizing the system. So now coming to the advantages the next slide. So the first advantage is focused IT cost, which improves efficiency. So instead of spending resources on multiple systems such as staff, infrastructure, support teams, and licenses, you can focus on ERP systems. So the second advantage is the customer service. Client information is centralized and streamlined. So instead of having spreadsheet data, your sales team should be able to focus on building and maintaining the customer relations. So at the end of the day, a business should be concerned more about customer retention and acquisition. Now coming to the disadvantages of ERP, the first and main disadvantage is more expensive. So the investment into ERP system is a cost-effective process. For example, SAP and Business One that needs to spend like five-figure amount for a single license. So this is considered as the biggest disadvantage. The upfront cost of the software alone can be prohibitively high, especially for small to medium sized businesses. Then the implementation process can cost nearly like four times as much than an investment on software alone. So it requires to hire additional IT staff, ERP consultants, software training specialists, etc. So vendors offering a charge fee for maintenance on top of the license fee. So moreover, it requires investment in new hardware to properly support your ERP software. So the second disadvantage is time consuming for the implementation. Uh, then coming to the real-time examples of the companies that use ERP, we got here with Walmart, Apple, Amazon, Chevron, Ford Motors, Costco. So we can see that ERP can be used in almost every industry, and it is not limited to one specific industry. So if we see Walmart is in retail industry, Apple is into electronics industry, specific to the computer software and hardware. Chevron is in oil and gas industry. Ford Motors is in automotive industry. Costco is in retail and wholesale industry. And all these companies from different industries are successful in implementing and using ERP. So now I request Sung Wan to lead us with the future use and barriers of the three softwares. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin. So now I would like to continue our presentation with future use part. So let's begin. I would like to start with customer relationship management. So CIM is not the stop at making relationship with customer and gaining profit. Customer insight and data will drive better customer expectation. Or customer relationship means it keep up to date to give the quick response to customer change in terms of expectation and purchase behavior. There are four trends in the future. AI. AI can reduce manual work to the medium through the automatic action and analysis. The Internet of Things. So as everything now is being connected through internet or network. So whenever there is any transformation or changes, CIM is able to handle this through valuable data collecting in advance. Mobile usage is growing continuously means CIM system can access information more accurate, improve customer expectation. Hyper individualization deliver the value and appreciation of customer for the firm. There are three big barriers for firms which want to apply CIM system. Struggle with the predictions for long-term change. Implementation costs. Employee resistance to change means it's not easy to force all of your employees to adopt new CRM platform. This even can hurt the firm overall performances. So now move on to the future use of SCM. Supply chain management is not that, but evolving and changing rapidly. For growing small and mid-sized business, there are some key changes which potentially will be used in SCM system, invest in analytical infrastructure. The firm needs to hire data scientists in SCM to give the best advice for the business decisions. Look for ways to automate. This can reduce the labor cost and make the firm supply chain gain profit and work efficiently, such as autonomous mobile robots. Invest in manufacturing. Internet of Things is used to predict access, maintain, maintenance needs, and potential supply issues during transit. There are five main criteria of IT adoption in SCM. The first one is strategic barriers, supply chain barrier, technological barrier. Like a means like a technical experts and IT experts. Individual barrier, like of training costs for the company staff, and project barrier. The last one I would like to mention is the future use of ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, in particular has a lot to adopt to new innovation. And five chances are the Internet of Things have ERP gather information such as location, usage, performance in the cloud, which enable to identify issues. Wearable technology device designed to monitor external factors like UV exposure. Big data analysis. Firms can use this data to draw right prediction and opening business to innovation. Besides, they also have three barriers: lack of vision. Share with the firm employee what benefit can be achieved for the company and themselves as well, if the plan is followed through. Like a formal process, like a ease of use. ERP system own a complex interface, so it's not easy for user to learn how to apply it. It means employee need to do a training course. So to wrap up our presentation, I would like to summarize overall what my group research. We introduce to you the definition of supply chain management, customer resources management, enterprise resources planning, then the pros and cons when a company want to apply them to its system. Follow the trends of development in technology world. We suggest the future of each system which can bring more and more a lot of benefit for people in the business aspect. Thanks so much for listening our presentation.